Charleston, California. It's great. It's great. Oh yeah, that's the county, Kanawha. I guess I pronounced it right. So again, we are in Charleston, West Virginia, and so it's kind of exciting. You guys want to go over an architectural term? So at the top, in the eaves, the soffits, may I? Architect, engineer, builder, contractor, roofing contractor. Dental, D-E-N-T-I-L. Look that up. Dental architecture. Word for the day. For review for myself as well as for you. As well as these these ridge units. These ridge units. It's the health department. Okay, so downtown's that way. Charleston Arbor Apartments. The NBC suites from clip from my West Virginia, Charleston, West Virginia, clip 1. From my Charleston, West Virginia, clip 1. The Embassy Suites from my Charleston, West Virginia, clip 1 is right there. Hi. Oh, and the video from the website where I'm singing, the Milwaukee video. Okay, so another thing that I didn't mention in the comments is that the words, I don't know where magically I had the words perfectly. I don't know the song words perfectly, but before turning the camera on, I was singing the words perfectly, like exactly how they are in the thing, in the actual song. And then when I turned the camera on and started singing, another complaint is that all of a sudden I was slurring on the words. Like, what happened to the perfect memory? Perfect lyricism perfect lyric structure that I just had. I left a comment. I was like, dang, I was surprised at how clear I had the words to that particular song. In Him I place my faith and trust, for in God I shall never give up. Bridge over troubled waters, He answers all my prayers and hears my He is the source of my life and source of my strength. He is the Lord that empowers within. He's my King. He is mighty. He is Almighty God. Okay, so that was clearly not the structure, but I was being lazy. I get to do that since I ain't collecting no money. In Him I place my faith and trust, for I shall never give up. There's answer to my prayers and here's my He is the source of my life and source of my strength. He is the Lord that empowers within. He's my King. He is mighty. He is Almighty God. He's the well that will never run dry. In my spirit, He's the apple of my eye. Sorry, John P. I'm not doing you any justice. In him I place my faith and trust, for in God I shall never give up. Bridge over troubled waters, he answers all my prayers, and he my king. He is the source of my life and source of my strength. He is the Lord that empowers within. He's my king, he is mighty, he is almighty God. Okay, look at the zoo. It's the zoo over the trees right here. Look at the work. In him I place my faith and trust, for in God I shall never give up. The knowledge of the troubled waters, he answers all my prayers. He is the source of my life and source of my strength. He is the Lord that empowers me. He's my king. He is my king. Just stay on that beat just for too long, just for no reason at all. On that same note. Okay. Bouncing on it. Can I get the numbers and charts for the sales? Not only the sales that we haven't accomplished, but the sales that we are expecting to accomplish, the sales that we want to accomplish for the year, the corporate sales, and the franchise numbers for all of the states and countries that we have achieved, providing excellent quality companies in providing customers with excellent customer service every time. It is our motto, it is our goal. Not only do we achieve our numbers, but we always provide excellent customer service. That's what my company is about. That's what it's supposed to be like. It's supposed to always provide excellent customer service and excellent achievements and excellent service. She is so pretty. Oh. I wasn't going further, but I was telling the lady at the hotel that I complained for the coming in about. I said I wouldn't even put. I don't care if it was my company, my line of my. If it was my hotel, if it was my chain of hotels, is what I told her, that I don't care if it was for a homeless person, I would ensure that they had a 5-star quality experience. And regardless, no dirty sheets, none of that. He was saying because of COVID or something. But no, always excellent customer service, always excellent quality hotels, like it's what I'm used to, regardless of who it is. Regardless of how much they pay. If you're providing, your product should always be up to par. I guess I shouldn't be talking considering the way I just sung that song. But that was still good. Wailing on the niggas. No, I'm just playing. But seriously, it was purity has its qualities. And people know that. Pay me. In him I put my faith and trust. Oh, women in church was that one on. I'm still out here taking a walk. In Him I place my faith and trust, for in God I shall never give up. Over troubled waters, He answers all my prayers, and He is the source of my life and source of my strength. Okay, that's cute. See, now if I could win that $100 million that have been wanting since high school, before maybe, ever since I learned the meaning of franchise and learned what business ownership was about in my younger years, maybe 6 years old. If I could do an alternate plan and win it through that, I certainly would. I wouldn't mind. I still probably would start my own company. Maybe not anything as big, but I would work. What do you guys think of brown marble? Like beautiful brown marble or shiny brown marble? There's little specks of white throughout it. Almost unnoticeable until you get within a foot or so. What are some other, you could do brown and travertine granite. We're talking about countertops, and you could even do exterior. I was thinking like exteriors of buildings and like, marble and granite that we've seen like corporate buildings. I did a video showing at Wells Fargo downtown Raleigh, the quartz. But if it was like brown quartz instead, shiny brown, not the steel. I've seen brown and like steel or whatever, not steel. The tarnishing metal that tarnishes at the time, but a different material perhaps, one that doesn't tarnish. That's why I say marble or granite. And just keeping it shiny. In Him I place my faith. Oh, and then there's that material, that metal that the grain grows on, but it's supposed to be expensive. Like it's a wanted property of the particular metal, or it's a wanted chemical reaction that it's actually people pay for. Like they pay for the grain that grows on, like I think they use them in like outside furniture and tables and stuff. I'll have to do another review. I was able to figure out about my Cleveland, Ohio clip one, the name of the segments of the arch that I was talking about. I couldn't remember in the video, then I remembered after the video. Entrados, extrados, and voussoirs are different angles of the arch, of the actual arch. And there are so many different arches to choose from for an architect that might produce a different effect in that building. I said I was not going to be talking about company stuff on this tour. It's going to be straight up like, I mean, even though I am promoting the business, maybe not to the camera, but off camera, I am promoting the people. Let them know in different states that my company exists, to expect good from it. So that maybe magically good might actually come from good, and then beyond goodness, greatness might come from it. Somebody help me out. It's like the same metal that they use in elevated concrete flooring systems, like when they're doing a high rise or like a medium rise, and they lay the metal before they put the concrete. It's like this perforated, like if I may, metal structure. That, but it's thicker. Good morning. I don't know why I said it like that. Oh my goodness. Hey. Pennsylvania Avenue. I've seen more cars that have been through accidents, and like different types of accidents in different states. Like in North Carolina, you see a wreck. Usually you don't see the car on the road for too much longer after that. People might drive around with a dent, but it's not often. Here in California, Los Angeles, and where did I just come from? Car that we just saw a little bit, but there's different types of wrecks. Like their whole, like the back will be ripped off the car. God forbid it happened to that car, but it'll be like the whole back where the interior of the car is showing, like the interior pieces is like showing like the parts that hold different types of liquids that keep the car running, fluids or whatever. And you're like, well, at least I'm able to learn about cars because of somebody ripped pieces off of their car. I can see the interior, like what's going on inside of their car, in the back and in the front and on the side. Sometimes you see like the door pushed, like the door like smashed, not smashed inward, but smashed like that way. I'm like, who the fuck tried to pry the door off the car, and like the back will be just like ripped off, and it'll be like pieces that are in the car that actually make up the structure of the car. When I was in Richmond recently, I met a guy. He was talking about he worked on cars or whatever for like 20 years. And I was like, well, I don't know much about cars, but I do know that when I was in Richmond recently, I did watch a guy spend a few days taking an engine out of a car, painting it, and then putting it back in the car. Hey, good morning. Busy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't. Like this. Shake your body, don't stop. Do it. Yeah, just like shit right now. Okay. But they have a BB&T here. Look, cool. A lot of states I go to don't have BB&Ts. That's my first company account with BB&T. Then I got to New York and then they have BB&T and I had to open a Bank of America account. For my company, Davon, Incorporated. Check it out at www.bbcwbcw.com. Right now, I almost opened one in Ohio City, Ohio, Hill Bank. They were like, yeah, you don't have to be in our state. Your company doesn't have to be based in our state. You can just open an account. Pretty much no money in it either. There's no money in it. I was like, this sounds great, considering that when I was in New York, any bank that did not have a branch in North Carolina was like, no, we won't do it because we're not big, because your company is a North Carolina company. But Ohio City did not say that to me, not Hill Bank. They didn't. I think they were so local that they were only in Ohio City, which is still fine, but I ended up not doing it. I should say when I got back to New York, because I consider myself a resident of both places. I have the right to that. Business owners certainly, at least in my state, have the right to own a business in one state and reside in another. But I would say beyond that, I reside in more than one state. I like to think. Let me see that. It's so cool to be in West Virginia, right? I never always had dreams of it being like this, like foresty. I can't wait till my company jumps up, like I hire people. I just would love to have a team. The CEO that didn't graduate but came close to graduating on Bill Gates, but hires all college graduates for the most part. Yep. But am I going the right way? Is there the next street? I can probably go this way. I'm gonna do over those trees. And again, I don't know, I'm talking about the company not. Any person that works all the time is something. I'm not going to tell you what it is because if you know, don't have to give it. It's a hard worker and to achieve success. But what I was going to say is about the think tank. My idea, my vision was that I could use open source software and have like a thing where anybody in the world could tap into the think tank for free, talk about business ideas and work ideas, and hopefully get some juice, some energy and competition going in the work and career industry, and maybe even find jobs there, find careers, and find network in the think tank there at Davon Incorporated. But that didn't work out. I tried through a blog, and the one through the apparatus I used for the website didn't work because it wouldn't open up to let other people in. And then the other one, WordPress, did for like a little while, and then it just shut down. It was like on that one blog, I wouldn't just continue to let people just, comment back and forth. But so what I did was I've kind of given up on that idea. The think tank just still exists in name. I'm saying this officially now. I changed my mind. I'm talking about the company again. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for being a fan. Thank you for being an enemy. Either one. Thank you for just existing and knowing about it, because you helped me out somehow. So I appreciate you. You're my greatest asset. So anyways, yeah. So it exists. The think tank part kind of exists in name now, and in blogs that I put out. But as far as the interactivity of it and companies being able to interact in its literal meaning right now, other than that first blog that's there, the WordPress where I had a guy that was a farmer and some other type of guy that worked for Forex. A couple people come in and mention their positions. But it wasn't, I mean, I wanted it open for every type of person, every class of person, from the food service worker to the CEO of Microsoft, or the CEO of the biggest company in the world, or whatever. I wanted everybody to be able to tap into it. But that did not happen. On Christian principle of love and community, and beyond that, just the principle of love and community, and stuff like that. Not that I'm ashamed of my stance as a God-fearing man, but yes, as a man. I will not make the transition, but I love LGBT people that is another segment of the population. My initials are BQ, not FQ. As in, I earned a B in the class, not an F. I have earned plenty in high school intentionally, and intentionally changed that when I went to college. Maybe God intentionally changed everything because He has control over everything. What's that song, God? Is that old school song, God is in control? Is that the way? As you cut through here. Somebody's in control. Something is in control. He is the Omega, the Alpha, and the beginning and the end. West Virginia is where we're at. That's what I'm trying to show to you. Sorry if I talk too much. I ain't mean to get on your nerves, bug you, but is this the street? But silence for me. Let's enjoy the scenery. People's palaces here. The comfort. Their addresses, ADDRESS. Yes. It didn't look like this when I was walking on it last night. That hill right there is something else, though. I'm gonna get mine soon. I had one in college, but It was small, but it was very comfortable. And I paid for it through with college funds, as well as my apartment. I'm gonna get my house, the one that I never considered them to be permanent, because even though I wanted to buy the apartment complex I mentioned in another video of my apartment, but probably should have kept the one or both. I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in now. I bet y'all know what house I want to buy, and if you one of the new people that I'm sending this clip to, and you ain't never heard of me, you don't know me, check out my company. I already said the link, but I said it again. I'm Davon, and this is Davon right here, and the company is at www.dcwdcw.com. You look at some point it'll tell you about the property I'm trying to purchase. You can choose to support if you like. I'd appreciate it. Given to the poor is that's given to the Lord. Look at the house in the hills. See, Hollywood ain't the only one that got houses in the hills, huh? So a lot of states I've been to, I've seen houses in little mountains and hills. Some of the cities I go to with mountains and hills don't have any houses on them though, for the most part. They might have like one business or whatever. I think Boise didn't have a lot of, Idaho didn't have a lot of houses on them.